Hey guys, it's been a while, but this is DaSpoofy, and we're coming at you with another battle. I'm going to talk about my team a little, and I'm also sick, so I hope that doesn't affect anything. I'm using Durant. Durant is far to never used in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it has quite a bit of downfalls, and I mean, it's not too bad. It actually works with the meta pretty well, but its stab move can't even hit you 20% of the time. So that's pretty much its big downfall. But I found a way to use it pretty effectively, and we're gonna go check it out. So he leads off with Arcanine, I lead off with my Crobat, and basically I know this is a wall, I know this is a stall, so I'm just gonna go for the Toxic as he misses the Will-O-Wisp, which is unfortunate for him. And that kind of mattered, but in the long run, not really. So he goes out to his Blastoise. I'm going to go out to my Scald Taker Shaman. And he's going to take the Scald, and unfortunately we get the bird. I know I can just switch out and get rid of it, but it means that I'm withered down a little bit more, and I'm going to be forced to go for the Synthesis at one point. This is Bulky Machamp. I really like it because of this. I just take the Draco and kill off with Dynamic Punch. I'm actually physically bulky, and this Crobat, I had no idea what it wanted to do. So I'm just gonna go into my own Crobat, and I'm gonna go for my Brave Bird, and apparently I'm faster. I'm running 204 speed Jolly Nature, which is cool that I am faster. Now I'm gonna go out to my Entei and fake him out and thinking I'm going for the extreme speed, and now I'm just gonna go for the Stone Edge, expecting his Arcanine. But he does not bring out his Arcanine, unfortunately. I'm just going to go out to my Machamp right here, and I believe I will just go for the knockoff, fearing something. And no, I go for the Dynamic Punch because I want to get confusion on things and kill things and such. Now I'll probably go for the knockoff, as he goes for the Flare Blitz, and that's a 2 KO. I didn't expect him to go for the Flare Blitz. So I go for the knockoff, and basically he's getting whittled, and now he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which is great because I have rest. This is Rest, Sleep Talk, Dynamic Punch, knockoff. Bulky Machamp actually works very well, and works better than Guts Machamp, in my opinion. Alright, I go for the knockoff on the Sleep. I'm just going to switch out to Shaman as he roars, and I get into my Durant. I don't want that to happen, so I'm just going out to Shaman again. He goes for the Scald, gets the burn once again, and I am being whittled, so I need to go for this Synthesis. I don't care what's coming out. I need to get this Synthesis off, and basically I need to switch out here. Durant does pretty well against a Blissey, so I'm just going to try setting up Hone Claws right here as he goes into his Blastoise. Now this normally would be dicey. Oh, never mind. I just died. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. So, I do have leftovers, and you're like, why do you have leftovers? It's because my survivability is, it matters a lot. I'm going to go over to my Sharpedo right now. As you can see, I do have the Baton Pass. It's Hone Claws, Baton Pass, Double Stab, and it works out pretty well. I'm just going to go for the Crunch, I believe, here, as he tries to whittle me with his Arcanine's stupid Intimidate. And, I don't Mega Evolve there quite yet. That's because I want to save this for another sweep, and since he does have Espeon and Crobat, I need the speed later. So I got to Durant here, pretty much as fodder, and I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I guess I just go for the Iron Head and I miss, and his Blastoise gets up to full, which is stopping me from having a Sharpedo sweep. So I need to send in something to threaten it and work around it, hopefully get some chip damage off. I go for the Seed Flare on this Espeon, and it does a lot. And predict him to go for any move and me living it with Entei, so I'm just going to go for this Extreme Speed. Right here, I don't go for the Extreme Speed though, because I want to get a burn on this Blastoise and wither it down so I can win with Sharpedo. I sack my Machamp right here because I can, and then I'm just going to click Extreme Speed with my Entei, I believe. But he goes out into his Blastoise, which is good for me. I don't think I live anything, and I do, but unfortunately I misclicked right here and went for Sleep Talk because I was delusional, because I'm sick, so whatever. it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna send out my Entei because I just want damage on this thing and then I win. And he lets that happen, and I don't get the burn, but the crit's fine, so... Gonna send out my Shaman. And, just gonna go for the Seed Flare, and this becomes pretty dicey. So, I need to conserve Seed Flares while keeping pressure on, because I can't have him Wish Pass into the Blastoise or I lose. So I need to keep going for Seed Flares on the other wishes, and I can go for Earth Power or whatever on those. But I don't want him to get a free turn to go to Espeon or something else of this sorts. So he goes for the Wish right here, and I'm gonna go for the Seed Flare, or maybe I predict this. Nope, I go for the Seed Flare. I'm really hoping I don't miss on a crucial turn, because it will matter a lot. I'm going for the Synthesis right here. It was kind of odd for me to do that. I probably shouldn't have done that. And I'm just going to go for Psychic right here because it doesn't matter. As he goes for the Seismic Toss. Makes me think he probably doesn't have Toxic, maybe he has Stealth Rocks. As he will not be living the next Seed Flare I go for. He can go for Protect right here to stall me out some. And I kind of predict that and go for a Synthesis. Now he goes for the Choice Scarf switch, which is unfortunate. It means a few things. He goes out to Blissey right here. Now I have to switch. I have to switch. And he goes to the Seismic Toss. And I am faster than both these things. I don't need a Protect or anything, so I can just go for this Crunch and take out this Blissey. And I believe it takes out the Blastoise too, but he's running bulky Blastoise, so it doesn't. But I have a Choice Scarf Shaman in the back, so that's going to be a good game. We're going to have, I think, 2 more. We're going to try 2 more. We'll show off Durant a little more, my little Kevin. This happens a lot. It's usually Machamp against Rotom Heat in the lead when stuff like this happens. So I'm just going to go for this Dynamic Punch, and it does half, which is great. I'm going to go for the Dynamic Punch again because what wants to come in? I mean, yeah. We have Donphan right here that takes it really well. That's max defense, it has to be. And I love playing around with Confusion, but not this time. I'm just going to go out to my Shaman to apply pressure. And I don't know if I make a double right here. Nope, I just go for the Seed Flare, and he makes a dumb play by going into Rotom Heat when he had B, when he had Salamence, when he had Blissey. He could have went to all those things. Now he goes out to B, and I thought, of course, he wouldn't risk me using Psychic, but he does. And I found out later that Psychic does like 91%. It doesn't kill, so... Because apparently people just don't go for Protect. I don't know. I go for Toxic on Donphan because it's gonna be a pain. And I love Toxic on Crobat because it deals with situations like this where Brave Bird can't wither things down. I'm gonna Defog right here. And my only answer to Suicune on this team is pretty much Shaman, so I have to go to it. Or I can Confuse Hacks with Machamp, but that's even risky. I go out to my Durant, predicting the Blissey, and I'm just going to set up these Home Claws right here, as he brings out Salamence. Now, how he brought it out, I'm figuring he's probably Fire Blast, so I'm just going to go to something bulkier. Let's take it, and it turns out it's my Machamp. He is Fire Blast Mix Moxie Mints, which is fun to say, and it actually works out pretty good. And he has a Lumberry, which is unfortunate. He's not going to kill a Dragon Claw, though, because of my investment. And I nearly take him out with the Dynamic Punch. And he just goes for a Dragon Claw, breaks through the Confusion, and takes me out. Right here, I'm going to go out to my Entei. I believe I go for the Sacred Fire. And I do, hoping he brings out his Suicune, because if I wither down Suicune, I can sweep with Sharpedo. Sharpedo is such a great mon, because it hits everything super effectively, pretty much. And if it doesn't, it hits them hard, so it's a really, really good late game sweeper. We got Suicune right here. I'm going to go for this Defog, because I don't want Rocks up, for whatever reason. I'm going to go for this Toxic here, withering, pretty much scouting out the Ice Beam, and also just testing the waters a little. I expect him to go for Scald here, figuring that I'm gonna roost again. And he actually goes for the Calm Mind, and now he switches out to his Blissey, which takes the Sea Flare very well, of course. And I'm gonna get out of here. I know, these are all really stally teams, aren't they? This is what I've battled all day, it's stally teams. I don't think I bumped into one HO. I'm gonna go for the Hone Claws here, as he gets this Wish off to his Donphan, which means it can go for rocks potentially, but I'm just going to go for this Iron Head. It's nice and powerful, and I get the flinch, which is awesome. And I'm just going to go for it again to take it out, which is great. If he wants to switch at anything in, I can either X-Scissor it, or I can switch out. I X-Scissor this, and basically he burns me with his Skull. So I'm going to Baton Pass out, because I'm not useless. I can do stuff. And now that the Suicune is weakened, I can sweep a Sharpedo, so that's the goal. Baton Pass out to Sharpedo. I ain't missing those Ice Fangs now. And my stats are getting nice and crispy, so I'm just gonna go for this Crunch, and it does a lot. He goes for the Toxic, and since he has Protect and his Beedrill has Protect, that's really gonna limit my survivability and my sweeping potential. But I should do enough damage in the end where I'm able to clean up with something. And that's the goal. He tries to go for the double protect out of being desperate, because it's really hard for him to win the game at this point. And he didn't send out Beedrill right there, so I'm like, He goes up to Suicune, he still doesn't send out Beedrill. I'm just going to take this out. And now I die to the next Toxic. I'm like, hey, I haven't seen him going for Protect. Maybe he doesn't have it. Nope, he has it. So I'm just going to go for this Crunch, and I die, unfortunately. Now I'm just going to go out to Entei and E-Speed, and it kills because Beedrill has like 2 defense. Alright, we're going to have one more. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this one was a slaughter or not. We're going to try it. Seems to be lagging a little. I'll pause it and we'll be right back. So I pressed save replay and then I closed my computer, so maybe that battle did not get through, but anyway, we have one more. This is another one, and we're just gonna get on with it. So basically I feel like he's gonna lead with Azelf, so I lead off with my Entei, and his smart play right here is probably just going for the Explosion. You really want those rocks up, as it does hurt my Entei and my own Defogger, so I know he's going to go for Explosion. I'm just going to go to Durant because they can take stuff, because it's Durant. Anyway, he expects me to miss or overpredict, but I'm just going to go for this X-Scissor, which is awesome. Now he's going to go out to Mienshao, and I have a Crobat, and this will be an awesome opportunity for me to go for Defog. So I'm just going to take the sandwich and go for the Defog the following turn. Also, Brave Bird hits everything pretty hard, including this Nidoking. I expect him to go for Ice Beam here, and since my Machamp is bulky, I'm actually full defense, not special defense, but I do take this rather well. I'm going to go for this Dynamic Punch now, knowing I can live the combo. Even if that was Sludge Wave, I believe I still lived. And I'm going to go for this knockoff because no more power. Sorry. And he's going to get confused again, which is great because I can get off this rest. Now I'm going to switch out to Crobat because there's no way he's going for Ice Beam. And he goes for the Sludge Wave, which I was really hoping he'd go for the Earth Power, but he did not. And I'm just going to go for this Brave Bird because nothing wants to switch into it. Now it's going to go out to his Mienshao, and he really wants this thing dead so his Mienshao can do damage, but I'm not going to let that happen. I'm just going to go on my Machamp, as it can take any move besides the high jump kick. So I'm going to go for the Sleep Talk right here and get this knockoff on the Shaman, so he has less power. He's going to go for the Psychic, and I'm just going to go, I'm just going to die to this thing so I can bring in, I believe, Crobat. Or maybe Durant. No, I bring in Sharpedo because he sweeps at this point. He goes for the rest right here, which is a little annoying. I was willing to risk it though, because it's, I mean, I still do a ton of damage. I just don't sweep when I have my speed up. I need 2 speed because this Mienshao is Choice Scarfed. And I'm just gonna Mega Evolve right here and crunch him out. And I expect him to bring in a Shaman, and he does not. He thinks he's gonna kill me with the E-Speed, but that's the one thing, that's one of like few things that's separating Sharpedo, Mega Sharpedo from regular Sharpedo, is that its survivability is way better than regular Sharpedo. But I've been trying out regular Sharpedo and it's actually pretty good. I finish off the Entei right here with my X-Scissor, and I unfortunately missed this one, but it really doesn't matter because I have the Crobat. I'm just gonna go for this Brave Bird, and then I'm gonna go for the E-Speed. But he decides it's game over, so he just forfeits. And that was a good game. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, if you want me to build around something, Rody suggested Durant. This is an okay team. It doesn't have rocks. I really wish there was some room for rocks, but there isn't. If you want me to build around something, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'll do my best. I believe Island Herbs told me to build around Fletchinger, which I might. I don't know. I don't like Fletch, but it's definitely unique. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.